Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pawzy Friends, your favorite place for heartwarming stories and valuable lessons from our furry companions. Today, we are joined by a very special guest. Say hello to Ollie. Look at him. Isn't he just the cutest? Ollie is a beautiful Persian cat with fur as white and fluffy as a cloud. And that calm, gentle smile he has, it just melts your heart, doesn't it? Ollie is a very peaceful kitty. He isn't one for loud, boisterous games. Instead, he finds his joy in the simple things. He loves quiet playtime, batting gently at a soft ball of yarn or chasing a sunbeam across the floor. His absolute favorite thing in the world is finding a cozy space to curl up in for a nice long nap, maybe on a soft blanket or in a warm, sunny spot by the window. He loves the feeling of being safe and comfortable, surrounded by peace and quiet. He's a true expert in the art of relaxation. So, one bright and sunny afternoon, Ollie was doing what he does best, enjoying a quiet day at home. He was padding softly through the living room, his big, curious eyes taking everything in. The sun was streaming through the windows, making everything look warm and inviting. As he explored, his gaze fell upon something on the living room table. It was something he had never seen before. Sitting right there, in the middle of the table, was a brand new toy. It was incredibly shiny, with bright colors that seemed to dance in the sunlight. It had feathers and bells that jingled with the slightest movement. It looked like the most fun and exciting thing Ollie had ever laid eyes on. His whiskers twitched with excitement, and his tail gave a little flick. He thought about how much fun it would be to pounce on it and hear those little bells ring. Without a second thought, his instincts took over. That toy looked so fun, so exciting. He just had to have it. In a flash, Ollie hopped onto a nearby chair and then gracefully onto the table. He reached out a fluffy white paw, ready to snatch the shiny toy and begin his grand adventure. He could already imagine batting it around the room, chasing it under the sofa and pouncing on it from behind the curtains. It was going to be the best playtime ever. But just as his paw was about to touch the toy, he heard a small sound. He looked up and saw his friend, a little tabby cat named Leo, sitting on the other side of the table. Leo had been watching him the whole time, and the look on his face wasn't what Ollie expected. Leo looked surprised, and maybe a little bit sad. Ollie paused, his paw hovering in the air just inches from the toy. He realized then that the shiny, exciting toy wasn't just any toy. It belonged to Leo. Ollie looked from the toy to Leo's face and then back again. He saw the surprise in Leo's eyes and felt a little pang in his own heart. He hadn't meant to upset his friend. He was just so excited. He took a step back and looked closely at the situation. He really wanted to play with that toy, but he could see that grabbing it without asking had startled Leo. Ollie stood there for a moment, thinking hard. His first instinct was to just grab the toy and run, but something stopped him. He looked at Leo's face again. He valued their friendship more than any toy, no matter how shiny. He knew he had to do things the right way. So he took a deep, calming breath, just like he would before settling down for a nap. He straightened his posture, looked his friend directly in the eye, and spoke in the kindest, gentlest voice a cat could manage. "May I please play with your new toy?" Ollie asked politely. A slow smile spread across Leo's face, chasing away the surprise. He was so happy that Ollie had asked. He gave a big, enthusiastic nod. Of course, he would share. He was actually hoping Ollie would want to play with him. So, Leo pushed the toy with his nose towards the center of the table, an invitation for them to play together. And that's exactly what they did. They took turns batting the toy, chasing it as it skittered across the smooth surface of the table. They laughed well, in their own kiddie way when it fell off the edge and they had to chase it together on the floor. The room, which had been quiet just moments before, was now filled with the happy sounds of their game and the gentle jingling of the bells. The whole space felt warm, friendly, and peaceful. As they played, Ollie felt a wave of happiness wash over him, but it was a different kind of happiness than he expected. It wasn't just the fun of playing with a new toy. He felt proud. He was proud of himself for stopping, for thinking about his friend's feelings, and for making the right choice. He realized that asking first didn't just make Leo happy. It made their playtime together so much better. It felt more like a shared adventure than just a game. That day, Ollie learned a very important lesson, one that we can all learn from. Asking for permission before taking something that isn't ours isn't just about being polite. It's about showing respect and kindness to the people and the kitties we care about. It shows that you value their feelings and your friendship above all else. It turns a simple moment into a shared, happy memory. And that's the wonderful lesson Ollie the Persian has for us today. Always remember to be kind, thoughtful, and respectful of others. It makes every day brighter. Thank you so much for joining us here on Pawzy Friends. We hope you enjoyed Ollie's story. If you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming tales. We can't wait to see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.